Now, moving on, we shall be crossing over to Upper Hill, whereby Macharia Gaitho's lawyer, Danson Omari, is currently addressing members of the Fourth Estate regarding Macharia Gaitho's abduction this morning.
That cannot go unpunished. We shall also be launching that complaint shortly, and very many complaints from the media that the people who are the Fourth Estate have faced the wrath of the police. So we shall not only be reporting one matter. The leadership of the Media Council, the Editors Guild and the others will be putting a claim to you. It is our onerous task that we are brought before you, but we have confidence that you will be able to solve this problem on behalf of the 55 million Kenyans who depend on the media to know exactly where their country is going, what the country wants to do, and what is the solution for the country. Thank you very much. Unless the media personality, the president, can also say one word.
Maybe before we allow them and allow questions, we can hear the compliment.
Yes, again, my name is Macharia Gaitho. It is true that this morning, shortly after I left home, intercepted by an unmarked car, by people in plain clothes. They tried to pull me out of the car, but I did not know who they were. As far as I knew, they could have been criminals. So I refused to get out of the car and I resisted, and my son, who was driving, managed to drive away. We went to Karen police station to seek help, but we were followed into Karen police station and violently bundled into by those same people who I could not identify, and they did not identify themselves, and driven away. For me, that was a case of abduction. But after about 10 minutes or 15, they stopped, they had some of their own conversations, and drove me back to Karen police station. Still, they had not identified themselves. And when I asked them to identify themselves, they refused. Instead, they were slapping me for resisting arrest. And I told them, as far as I know, I'm not resisting arrest, because you are not police officers unless you identify yourselves. At Karen police station, that is when they told me, it was a case of mistaken identity, which of course is a ridiculous thing. But before I went home, I insisted on reporting a crime, which I did. It is in the occurrence book. The next thing was to record a statement. But I was advised by my lawyer, the police will not investigate themselves, so I should come and report it here. And that is why I have come to IPOA. It is well known why IPOA was established as an independent civilian body to regulate the police. But I also know that since this government came to power, it has often trashed the work of IPOA. We know that the National Police Service has been resisting and defying IPOA. And we hope that this time IPOA will assert itself. We do expect justice. I would not add to what my lawyer has said, but we do expect that if indeed those who are police officers They will be arrested, all of them, and made to bear individual responsibility. But it does not stop there. There is something called command responsibility. Those who sent them out to arrest a citizen in a brutal, illegal manner, and I am not mincing words, the Inspector General of Police, or the acting Inspector General, the Director of DCI, also responsibility and called to account. And it does not stop there. That is command responsibility within the police service. There is also command responsibility within the government or within the political system. Those who are encouraging officers to act illegally, to brutalize citizens, must also be called to account. We expect nothing less. Finally, I would just like to thank.
Well, that is Macharia Gaitho describing how events unfolded Wednesday morning on his abduction. Gaitho calling for justice